Mumtaz Mahal. Yes, the same queen whose memory inspired the Taj Mahal. Once visited a Mughal military camp. She saw exhausted soldiers, underfed, weak, tired, probably smelling like battle and bad decisions. She ordered the royal cooks, prepare something that gives them strength, but also comfort, not just calories, nutrition, energy, warmth. The royal army cook decided to cook layered rice with meat, added saffron, whole spices, slow cooked it in sealed pots. And what emerged was something closer to the biryani we know today. Now, is this story fully proven? Not exactly. Some historians call it folklore. But here's the interesting part. Food history often survives in stories long before it survives in documents, and sometimes legends shape culture more than facts. Long before food delivery apps, before QR codes, this dish may have crossed deserts, survived empires, entered battlefields, and may have been transformed. Do you know, India's favorite dish may not have been born in India at all. And no, this isn't food gossip from your uncle at a wedding. This is history. Around 1500 years ago, Persian traders, scholars, warriors, and cooks moved across Central Asia carrying silk, stories, spices, and recipes. One Persian word appears again and again, birinj, meaning rice. Another, biryan, meaning to roast before cooking. And historians believe this may be where biryani gets its name. In old Persian cooking, rice wasn't just food, rice was status. Poor people ate bread, kings ate layered rice. Basically, if your plate had layers, you were doing well in life, whether it came from Persia or was transformed by Mughal royalty. One thing is clear, India didn't just adopt biryani, India rewrote it. In Lucknow, it became delicate, fragrant, and elegant. In Hyderabad, it became bold, spicy, and unapologetic. And in Kolkata, someone added a potato. In 1856, the British exiled Wajid Ali Shah from Lucknow. He was sent nearly 1,000 kilometers away, to Kolkata, specifically to Meetyabruz. And he didn't come alone. He brought poets, musicians, dancers, and his royal kitchen. Imagine losing your kingdom, your palace, your army, and then rebuilding your identity through food. The Nawab, in the quiet neighborhood of Meetyabruz, he tried to recreate the life he had lost. Music returned, poetry returned. Then came the order. Tonight, I want my Lucknow biryani. In the royal kitchen, the Nawab's head cook froze. For years, he had cooked for kings. He knew exactly how the biryani should smell, how the saffron should bloom, how the lamb should melt. But exile changes everything. The meat supplies were inconsistent. Budgets were tighter. Ingredients didn't arrive the way they used to. That night, as the cook inspected his ingredients, he realized something. There wasn't enough meat. Not for the Nawab, not for the guests, not for the dignity of Awad. He stood silent. A mistake tonight wasn't just dinner ruined. It was pride destroyed. Then his eyes stopped on something unusual, a basket of potatoes. The Portuguese had brought them to India years earlier, and in Bengal, they were slowly becoming fashionable among elite households. The young kitchen helper laughed. "Huzur, are we feeding kings or farmers?" The cook said nothing. He picked up one potato, held it in his palm, then, quietly, said, "A true royal kitchen doesn't complain about what is missing. It creates with what remains." He peeled them, slow-cooked them in ghee, let them absorb cinnamon, cardamom, and meat juices. Then he layered them between fragrant rice and tender meat, sealed the handi, and waited. Hours later, the biryani was served. For a moment, the room was silent. Wajid Ali Shah took one bite, then another, and looked at his cook. "This is not Lucknow." The cook's heart sank. Then the Nawab smiled. "This is something new." And that night, exile gave birth to a legend. Today, if you open a plate of Kolkata biryani, that potato isn't just food. It's the taste of survival. So, who really created biryani? Persian traders? Mughal military cooks? Mumtaz Mahal? The honest answer? Probably all of them. Because great dishes are rarely invented in one kitchen. They evolve. Across deserts, across wars, across migrations, across love, across hunger. And maybe that's why biryani feels so personal. Because it doesn't belong to one king, one queen, or one country. It belongs to every hand that added something to it. If food could talk, biryani wouldn't whisper. It would tell stories.